Like many candidates, Abdullah is highly critical of the current administration, blaming it for institutional corruption and widespread injustice.
One area that we are most concerned is the lack of commitment from the ruling political class to the rule of law, to the transparency of the elections, to the fairness of the elections.
He has reason to be concerned. Abdullah was the runner-up in Afghanistan's last presidential election in 2009, a vote widely seen as flawed.
We shouldn't step backward. If the elections are worse than before, the people will be utterly disappointed, and that will be a big blow to the efforts of stabilization of the country.
The 2009 vote was marred by accusations of fraud, including the use of false voter ID cards. Poor security prevented voting in some areas. Security remains a concern for next year's presidential election, but in terms of fraud, there's hope that technology might help. Millions of Afghans have mobile phones and connect through social media, and that could mean access to otherwise hard-to-reach rural areas. At Afghanistan's first social media summit, a debate on the role of Facebook and Twitter in the elections. The former head of intelligence says they won't have a meaningful effect, but potential presidential candidate Fawzia Kufi thinks they'll allow ordinary Afghans to monitor the vote.
For instance, if they could see something huge irregularity or fraud is happening, they could just take the photo, which is also an evidence, tweet or put it on the Facebook.
For now, Abdullah is reaching Afghans the traditional way, inviting them to his home and listening to their concerns.
The people of Afghanistan are confused. They don't know what sort of Afghanistan they are heading towards, and that's because of lack of vision.
If it goes ahead as planned, April's election would mark the first democratic transfer of power in Afghanistan's history. Jennifer Glasse, Al Jazeera, Kabul.